Hello and welcome to another fantastic day in the Forex markets. This is your review for 3rd and 4th of March and the preview for 5th as well as 4th of March, since there's going to be certain events which are going to be happening later today, which I like to discuss right now. Your daily dose of events that shape the Forex markets. Let's start off with the thought of the day. This is a very interesting thought. Start loving yourself for a lifelong love affair. If you want a love affair which lasts your entire life, you got to love yourself, and that's sometimes what I've noticed it with some people, my wife included. She takes care of me and my children so much more, and she forgets to take care of herself. So I'm gonna shout out to her as well as people like her who are dedicated to others. Show yourself some loving too, and you find everything around you so much more better. Now, your daily smile. What is liquidity? Well, a son asked his father, "What is liquidity?" And this is a forex trader, and he says, "When I look at my forex account and I wet my pants, that's what liquidity is." Now, this is actually a part of my book wherein I discuss the intricacies of the forex markets. And to add some humor, I've had these little cartoons. Now, our weekly trade, we had a fantastic trade on our weekly gap trade. I will be documenting or creating a video with which would have exact entries and exits criteria. But on my Friday, I said that I'd look at our weekend gap and document it. Well, here it is that on the GBP JPY, an easy 20 pip profit. On most of the other pairs, you'd have made a similar amount of profit. So this is something which you need to look at and perhaps internalize and trade if you want to. I've had a great deal of success on using my weekly gap trades. Just trade once a week on those, and it has a success rate of over 90%. So that is fantastic. Now let's look at some news in the markets. Now, Kuroda. Now, if you do not know this name, you need to put that in your dictionary. You need to know who Kuroda is. He is the main guy in Bank of Japan. That's all you need to know. Now, he was nominated to run the Bank of Japan. Says the central bank isn't buying enough assets to end deflation. Basically, he wants to start printing more and more and more Japanese yen. And my best guess is that the Japanese yen is headed towards the 100 level. Even beyond that, I wouldn't be surprised with 110, 115 level. We are sitting at around 93.42 right now. So we have a good 700 pips on the upside on this particular trade. And that's something which you may want to consider. Now, another important news which you need to know is that investors are least bullish in 4 years, and the bull in commodities basically. Now, the investors cut wagers on a rally for commodities to the lowest level in almost 4 years and pulled a record 4.23 billion from funds last week as prices erased this year's gain on a slowdown of manufacturing in China. The hedge funds and other large speculators reduced net long positions across 18 US future and options in the week ended February 26. That's by 16% to 447,106 contracts. This has been the lowest level since March 2009. US commodity futures trading commission data show investors are betting on a decline in copper prices for the first time in November and reduced their crude oil holdings by the most in 11 weeks. Now, of the key points from this is that their record outflows, money managers removed $4.23 billion from commodity funds and 4.03 billion from gold and precious funds. Now, one thing you need to bear in mind that most of these traders and the large speculators are trend following people. So if the trend's going up, they're going to be buying. When the trend's going down, they're going to be selling. The point out here is that they have not a clue of when the trend's going to end. Now, I've been calling on the gold short trade for some time. If you followed me for, and we are very close to our uh, our changing of our outlook from a gold short to perhaps a gold long, waiting for my entries to come about. But sometimes, if you just go with the transactions, it might be misleading. It is like looking at a trend after it has already met its course. You do not know whether it will continue or it will reverse on you. But this is information for you so that you can take it for what it's worth. Now let's look at preview for the 5th April basically. So basically for on March 4th, I do not know why I have April out here. I shouldn't have had April. I'm just typo, so just ignore that. On March 4th, we'll have, that's later today. In a few hours, about 4 hours from now, we'll have the Australian retail sales. Now the forecasted is about zero point 0.4, and which is up 0.6 from last month's data. This is followed by the annual interest rate statement. Now, this is more important than the retail sales statement. So you need to know which has precedence. So in this particular case, I'll be trading the retail sales, but I'll be in and out really soon. I'm not going to be talking about the third trade, which is the European Open trade. So I'll be spike trading it, and I'll be following up on the spike, but I will not be trading what's called the European Open, and I'll be trading the Australian interest rate. I've asked Rick to do a phenomenal uh, trade plan on this. He should have the video really soon, so you can have a look at it. Before before the Aussie interest rates statement. Now, right now I have a spike trade, but I'm going to change that into a follow-through trade also. So the problem with the spike trade is that you don't have a lot of opportunities to spike trade. Most of the time there's a no trade, and even if there is a trade, one does not actually get filled in. In this particular case, I've changed that, and we've looked at the last 18 months, and we've had 16 winners and 2 losers from that. So it's a fantastic record. I'm going to be able to share that with you through Rick in some time. So stay tuned to that, and let's wish you for your trading and life success. Thank you for now. Bye.